Hill, is that that's a scientist. I did. Ooh. What did you just tell me? I did not know that Kyle Hill has a gaming channel. He's the scientist guy, right? He's the science guy. Yes. Ooh, let's check it out. What has he got? 2 months ago, so he doesn't post a lot. But he does have a gaming channel, which is actually similar to the size of my second channel, the language one. Let me see. I am in Atomic Heart. I want to see. So Half-Life, I never played it. Let's see if he has something on a game that I've played. Scientist plays Mass Effect Legendary. Actually makes sense. Let's watch a little bit of this. Let's see what he does. I'm interested. See him outside of his usual
If you want to see
environment.
more of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, oh, we're doing that right now, baby.
You know, because we're in spin gravity, buying me a drink might be kind of complicated in a station like this. So you're looking at the station. Ooh, look at that. Look at that lens flare.
I love lens flares. I don't know about you guys, but me, I spend too much time looking at lens flares. Like, I'm glad that it's not one of those statistics that you get at the end of the game. You know, when it tells you a number of accidents, number of times you died, the number of people, number of bullet shots. I'm glad that that's not a statistic because it would blow my mind.
Who are we, J.J. Abrams? So when you have a station like this, it would be operating under spin gravity. So it would be spinning about a central axis. And at the central axis in the Citadel is called the Presidium. And they must have some other gravity technology. I think, you know, they call it EZO. And it creates artificial gravity on their spaceships and stuff. But how you create real gravity on a space station like this is you spin it. So
I did watch a long time ago. I did watch a video about this. I know nothing. He's the scientist, of course, but I remember this thing how they could recreate through spinning. They could create the fake gravity. It's fascinating stuff, actually.
you would, if I were the developer, you'd see a slight spin
Right.
being added there.
Cool.
Now, I say that to say this. If you have a large structure that's spinning around an axis, you can get artificial gravity around the edges, like you're riding in a carnival ride or something like that. With a force on your body, you can make that body your weight.
Huh.
That force on your body, your weight. You can make it feel like there's 1g. However, if you go to the center of the rotation, the axis, because the acceleration that you feel on the edge of a spinning ring is dependent on the radius at which you are from that ring. It's v over r squared. That means if r is 0, if you're at the axis, the very center, the presidium, that means you're not going to feel any acceleration, which means you're not going to feel any force, which means inside of a rotating space station, even though on the edges you can get artificial gravity, at the very center of the axis of rotation, you'd be completely weightless.
Ooh, man, how is this now? This is so fascinating. First, they should totally hire the likes of him. 8,900 views. He definitely, 3 years ago. I wonder why, because this is fascinating stuff. So if you're in the center of the space station, you would be floating around while people do feel the gravity on the edges. So basically, you would have to build a structure that way. Could you build like a ring so it doesn't really have a center? Like a ring, and then you have fake gravity all around? Or did I say something completely nonsensical? I have no idea. I'm a little bit outside of my field of expertise, shall we say. I do want to play this game again, though. Which one is your favorite Mass Effect Noble ones? I played 1, 2, and 3. I tried Andromeda and... No. Well, let me know.
And that was your first Mass Effect lesson for today.
Nice.
Embassies. Right. I forget again where I'm going. Where am I supposed to be going? It's been a while. Where's Harkin?
That's her.
What? An assassin?
Oh.
I don't remember this at all.
I do, actually. How is it possible? I remember this exact scene. I played all of them. So the first one was mind-blowing, and it was something really life-changing for me. Like, it's a completely new experience. The second one, though, I think was my favorite, yeah.
Wow! What? Okay, so when we do the cut down later, don't include me dying like that. That would be... See you. Woo! I don't know how to put my weapons away. I'd like to put my weapons away.
Cool.
How do I put my weapons away? Do I hold it? No. Do I do this? No. Do I do this?
Do I know exactly how he's feeling right now? Because when you pick up a game after a while, sometimes if I'm not too deeply into the game, I restart because I don't remember anything. All right, give me the next lesson, sir.
And they look like Saren. They're the same species, and Saren's an evil name. You feel like that would be enough information, right? I know. Let's travel back to...
Travel back.
No. Somewhere...
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or... Who are you?
Who are you?
Go.
Drama. Whoa! Don't remember that. Dropped him like a sack of dirt.
I like him. I like him. He was one of my favorites. Isn't he the police officer? He's like a police guy, isn't he? Of this race, which was one of my favorite. I would always bring him with me also because of the banter. Let's go.
The Krogan. So what I like about the Krogan morphology is that they have multiple organs, redundant organs, such that they've evolved on a harsh world called Tuchanka, which I love saying.
Move out.
They evolved on this harsh world called Tuchanka, and because of that, they have all of these changes to their biology that accommodates for that, right? That makes sense given that environmental pressure. Does any animal...
Man, I could listen to the explanation of the morphology of a fake alien, fictional alien race like it was a real university lecture and my life and career depended on it. Man, that's really cool. That's pretty cool. So they have redundant organs, but why redundant? Like to have an extra in case you lose one? So wouldn't that mean that basically that species continuously loses organs, and so that's why they actually evolve that way? That's how I would interpret it. Man,
have redundant organs.
Yeah.
Well, not redundant, but I mean, you can lose half of your brain and still function. We know that from lobotomizing people.
Yeah, you could also have no brain at all and still type comments under YouTube videos. I see that all the time, mate. Every day. It's fascinating from a scientific perspective.